I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm Bob Spicer.
And this is your Lake of the Ozarks news update brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com and sponsored by Yacht Club Powersports and Quick Car in Osage Beach.
And today we're going to be wrapping up the shootout and we'll talk about this year's fastest boat.
We'll also be looking at changes to Camdenton storm sirens.
Your chance to voice concerns about planning and zoning, and most people seem to have a few.
A bump in the road for the new Veterans Memorial at the Camdenton Airport.
Plus boating tips with Bob's No Wake Zone, and we'll look at events coming up to the lake this weekend, Labor Day weekend, and all that after a message from Yacht Club Powersports.
It's time to have some fun on land with Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides available at Yacht Club Powersports of Osage Beach. New and used models available. Come and check out the all-new models to get you ready for the fall. Yacht Club Powersports is the only authorized Can-Am dealer at the Lake of the Ozarks. Have some serious fun with the Can-Am Maverick Max or check out the Outlander 1000 XMR. Stop by Yacht Club Powersports, your Can-Am and Sea-Doo provider of mid-Missouri.
The lake's biggest boat race ended on Sunday, and a boat fueled by corn took home the trophy. American Ethanol is a 50-foot Mystic catamaran with around 7,000 horsepower. It's owned by Don Onken and was driven at the shootout by legendary boat racers Myrick Coyle and John Kosker. The boat hit 208 miles per hour on the first day of the shootout. That was enough to take home the Top Gun trophy. 4 years ago, that number would have tied the Captain Ron's course record for the shootout, but the last 2 years have seen speeds well into the 200s. The current all-time shootout record still stands at 244 miles per hour. That was set last year by another Mystic catamaran, Spirit of Cutter. Congratulations to the American Ethanol and this year's shootout winners in all categories. We'll have more information in the coming weeks about how much money the event raised for local charities and fire districts.
Camden County officials are moving forward with a plan to update lake area planning and zoning land use codes. The idea to make changes was recommended by all three Camden County commissioners as well as the P&Z administrator, Kim Willey. She says many regulations are confusing and she hopes the changes will make the code clearer and help protect the community as it grows. There were 3 workshops scheduled in September to allow Camden County residents to share their input and create a list of problem areas. Those sessions will be held at the Camden County Courthouse and are scheduled for September 9th from 5 to 7 p.m., September 22nd from 1 to 3, and then on September 26th from 10 a.m. to noon.
In response to storm sirens that failed to sound the alarm in June, there are some new guidelines in place in Camdenton. These updated procedures include using law enforcement and fire personnel to help monitor weather conditions around the city and confirm if sirens have been activated. The police department will be responsible for activating faulty sirens from a backup location. The alarms will be tested on the first Tuesday of the month between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. And twice a year, a certified representative of the warning system will also come out to physically maintain the sirens. It's important to note that the storm sirens cannot warn everyone, and it's a good idea to own an operational weather radio so you can stay tuned into the always unpredictable weather of Missouri.
Surprising costs for the Camdenton Veterans Memorial sent everybody back to the drawing board last week. City Administrator Jeff Hancock says the Camdenton Memorial Lake Regional Airport's first design cost a lot more than anybody anticipated. The new version may include 2 bronze plaques instead of local granite, but it will have the same language from the original design. The new project will be presented to the city on September 14th, along with 3 cost estimates.
A boat that crashed into a dock caused major damage last Wednesday. On August 26th, Cree McMains was driving a 39-foot Outer Limits powerboat around the 7-mile marker of the Gravois Arm. When the boat made a turn, McMains and another occupant were thrown overboard, but the boat continued traveling and it slammed into a nearby dock. Both the dock and the boat were damaged. McMains refused treatment at the scene for minor injuries.
Well, here's one you hope never happens to you. A man was backing his boat trailer down the ramp last weekend and his truck went for a swim. It happened at Pirates Point Friday, August 28th, but it's not quite clear why it happened, whether the driver forgot to set the emergency brake or if the boat just pulled the truck down the ramp. Anyway, marina staff quickly attached a hook to the truck lest it float too far away, and eventually a tow truck came in and pulled it all out.
The Missouri State Highway Patrol is investigating an incident that left an on-duty trooper dead in a crash. Last week, 25-year-old trooper James Bava radioed headquarters about a motorcyclist who allegedly committed a traffic violation. Several minutes later, they were unable to reach Bava, and they received a report of a Highway Patrol vehicle crashed on Route FF. Emergency responders arrived to the scene and confirmed trooper Bava had been killed in the crash. He had been with the patrol since 2013 and is the 31st member of the patrol to lose his life in the line of duty.
3 people are facing charges and more arrests are expected after authorities say they found meth, stolen property, and explosives back on August 24th at a home on Highway T. Versailles residents Charles Crow, Leslie Lemons, and Jack Medley Jr. have all been charged with possession of a controlled substance. The bust was a joint effort between the Morgan and Camden Sheriff's Offices, the FBI, and the ATF. The Camden County's explosive demolition detection dog, Saul, came in handy. The State Highway Patrol bomb disposal unit safely detonated the explosives near that scene.
A pool party for pups will cap off a great swimming season at the Camdenton Aquatic Center. The park director reported that the revenue for the city's pool is up more than 2.5% compared to last year. And now that kids are back in school, the pool is offering limited hours with an official closing date of September 7th. But before the pool is drained, area animal sanctuaries, shelters, and dog owners will be able to bring their sociable dogs for a swimming party on September 8th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bennett hopes the event will become an annual tradition. Coming up, boating tips with Bob's No Wake Zone and events at the lake this weekend you won't want to miss. That's after word from Quick Car in Osage Beach.
Your vehicle, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. It's your sometimes office and your all-the-time concert hall. For all your vehicle is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Introducing the Quick Car Monthly Unlimited Wash Club. For only $20 a month, wash your car as often as you want. Enjoy significant savings and never worry if it's going to rain or not. Join the Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time.
Each year, millions of dollars of unnecessary property damage occurs due to large wakes from vessels. You are responsible for your wake. Large and small boats alike can produce huge wakes. Although the main channels are considered main thoroughfares and accustomed to rough water, unless otherwise marked with no wake buoys, coves and smaller branches are not necessarily capable of handling those large wakes. In addition to dock damage and hoist damage, smaller vessels stored at docks have been thrown off their lifts, and in some cases, small children have been knocked off the docks into the water from large wakes. Wakes are produced from all powered vessels. Now, the goal is to educate operators of those vessels to act responsibly and courteously. Operate your vessel at idle speed in coves and smaller branches of the lake, or when entering an area where other boats may be anchored. Backing off to idle speed will be welcomed by property owners and other boat operators as well. And if you must run above idle speed in these narrow areas to control your boat, operate in a manner which limits the size of the vessel's wake. The bottom line is, beware of your wake. That's today's boating tip. I invite you to listen to Bob's No Wake Zone Boating Radio Show, Saturday mornings, 7 to 8 a.m. on News Talk KRMS. And until next time, we'll see you out on the lake.
The Rocky Mount Sweet Corn Festival is happening this Saturday from 9 to 4. You can head over to Rocky Mount Fire Station 1, support the fire department, enjoy crafts, food, and of course that famous grilled sweet corn.
Bear Bottom Resort, Tantera, and the Lodge of Four Seasons will light up the sky with firework displays this weekend. Check out lakeexpo.com for all the details you need to see a great show.
More bands. The band Asleep at the Wheel will be performing at Shawnee Bluff Vineyard in Eldon. That's Saturday night. That show starts at 8 o'clock.
The Joe Louis Band will be at Luby's Stage to celebrate the Labor Day weekend. That show starts at 8 p.m. on the Bagnell Dam Strip. This has been your Lake of the Ozarks News Update.
Thanks for watching us on Charter Cable Channel 197, Como Connect Channel 90, and of course anytime on mylaketv.com. And coming up next, the Lake Area High School Football Wrap-Up Show with our sports director, William Holtz. Brand new thing. See you next time.